Hey everybody, the old school game snob here, and today I was just taking the 600i out for a little bit of combat testing, and right around Port Olisar there was a couple of guys in Vanguards that were doing a little bit of PvP, and so I thought I'd jump right in and give the 600i a bit of a PvP test. Disclaimer, this video is not intended to demonstrate the effectiveness of the 600i in PvP, although what it does actually demonstrate is just how tough the shielding system on the 600i is. Of course, a single class 3 shield. I've got the top of the line military grade shield installed, and it has a recharge rate of about 4,500 HP per second. And what you'll basically notice is that even though we're going up against the Vanguard, which is the heavy fighter with a considerable amount of firepower, for a smaller ship, quote unquote smaller ship, for a large small ship, basically the heavy fighter, it is essentially unable to effectively deal with the shielding on the 600i jump, and they've even got distortion weapons by the looks of it, which are specifically designed to help take down shields. What they do not have is, it looks like, projectile weapons, which might have been helpful. That would have perhaps helped to get through the shields and work on the hull through the shields. I'm not too sure how much more effective that may have been. But in this case, as you can see, the 600i is a big and slow-moving target, which doesn't have much ability to be missed by enemy fire, so it entirely relies upon its shields. But as you can see, even at a full-on assault, continuous fire from a Vanguard, the shields are just never really in trouble. And my strategy here, and actually in retrospect, I'm going to try this a little bit more because this is kind of fun, is that I've got the 3 size 5 cannons loaded onto this ship. They are extremely difficult to aim, as you can probably see. I'm having a very hard time hitting anything. But the basic strategy here is to turn off coupled mode, go to decouple your engines, and accelerate to a top speed, and that way the smaller, lighter, more nimble fighters have a lot of their maneuverability nullified, in that you just kind of drift backwards at top speed, and it's a lot more difficult for them to potentially maneuver around you and get out of the way. Anyway, here he finally gave up. He just decided to fly away. I lobbed a few missiles at him, but they didn't catch up. And this is a different Vanguard that joined into the fight a little bit later, to very similar results, but it was kind of fun to see. Anyway, I'm thinking to give this ship a try with some size 3 gimbal-mounted attrition laser repeaters. If PvP fights in this thing are anything like this, the gimbal-tracked smaller guns at close range could potentially be pretty effective, pretty devastating. I'm not sure. I swapped them around, but by the time I swapped them around, the PvP-ing around Port Olisar had ended for that evening, and so I wasn't able to give them a try. But I think I'm going to give them a try today, because yeah, it's kind of an interesting ship to fly around in PvP, and just in that its shield system is so damn tough. It recharges so quickly. This guy actually does a pretty good job at some point, a little bit later, at actually bringing down the shielding, one of the shield faces anyways, on the 600i. But actually, I think that's happening right now. Yeah, pretty soon. So if you watch that top shield, you can see it goes down almost all the way. Look how fast it comes back up. Look at that. That's, it just pops right back up, and I think it's going to take it down pretty well here in this pass as well. But then it just pops right back up. It's just so difficult to get through all of this shielding, even like I say, for for one of the heaviest fighters, potentially the heaviest fighter with the most firepower for a fighter, even using some shield disruption weapons. The shields just absolutely hold out. Here I am, just not too concerned about the incoming fire, thinking I should get a little bit of exterior view for the YouTube thumbnail. That's probably what you clicked on if you're watching this video. Yeah, but yeah, like I say, I can't effectively aim with these big cannons. So yeah, I'm gonna try this again. It was pretty fun, actually. I actually ended up doing a bounty mission next. I'm gonna upload that video where I was just doing some of the training certification, and I came up on the bounty of this particular guy who's hunting me, or who's fighting PvPing with me right now. I didn't realize it was a bounty hunting mission for a player, but sure enough it was. And it took me into the, what the hell's the name of that outpost? I forget. The one where you go to clear your crime stat. I forget the name of it. Anyway, I ran into this guy again. And actually, I've never done this before, and it was really fun. I'm going to upload the video, but I actually don't know. I lucked out, or just, you know, had the advantage of the drop on him. And actually, in FPS mode, managed to get the bounty hunting kill. So I was like, what? I actually didn't die? That's so great. Anyway. Yep. Anyway, this, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I thought it was just kind of interesting to see how tough the shields are on this thing, which is pretty cool. I don't know, can we make this viable? That's the question. That's what I'm gonna try to find out in the next little play session with some gimbal weapons. Maybe, just maybe. Especially if you don't show your cards too quickly. Wait for somebody to close on you like this, and then kind of point blank them with potentially overclocked weapons. Maybe might just catch them by surprise and do the trick. Anyway, hope you guys have enjoyed today's video.